Hi guys, it's Megan from Skinny Fitalicious. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Megan and I'm the author of the popular blog Skinny Fitalicious, where I create skinny gluten-free recipes that are weight loss and weight management friendly. I'm also a nutrition practitioner and I specialize in helping people lose weight and balance their hormones. So today what we've got cooking in the kitchen is a 10-minute shrimp dinner, and it literally takes 10 minutes and it's spicy and delicious because all we're doing is adding some sriracha sauce. So one of the things that I have found with picky eaters that is so easy to get them to eat healthier is by adding flavor through spices like salsa and sriracha sauce. And those things can get any picky eater to eat almost anything. Case in point, my boyfriend, I have a hard time getting him to eat his vegetables sometimes, but I have found if I add sriracha sauce to it, he will love it and eat it like broccoli. He will eat it all up as long as I throw a bunch of sriracha sauce on it. So today, I'm gonna make a quick shrimp recipe. I'm gonna show you how easy and fast it is to make. So to get started, I have just a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil sauteing in a medium-sized pan at medium heat with 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. That's it. So I'm just letting that go until the garlic gets fragrant. I'm just gonna move it around a little bit here because right now it's just kind of clumped up. And while we're kind of waiting for that to happen, let's talk a little bit about sriracha. So I love sriracha. It's chilies and it's super hot and it's super flavorful. But the one thing I notice is when I look around at other websites, I see honey sriracha and all kinds of sugar being added in addition to the sriracha. So as a nutritionist, that's a big red flag to me because there's a lot of hidden sugars in all of our foods. And I think a lot of people don't really know it. And if you're trying to lose weight, it's really important to be cognizant and aware of the sugars that are in our foods because it has an effect on your insulin. Insulin is your fat storing mechanism. So if you're getting too much sugar, you can become what's called insulin resistant, and too much insulin resistance over time is what leads to diabetes. So it's really important, as in my opinion, it's really important that people really are aware of how much sugar they're really getting because you really don't need as much as you think you need. So my point is, you don't need honey. All you need is a sriracha sauce because you know what? The second ingredient on this label is sugar, okay? So what that means is you're getting 1 teaspoon is a serving size in this sriracha, and there's 1 gram of sugar in each teaspoon. So imagine if you're putting a tablespoon or 10 teaspoons, you're getting 10 grams of sugar, and there's only about 2 servings here. So you have to really be aware. Like, if you already have sugar in the sriracha, why do you need to add more sugar on top of it? You really don't. Anyway, that's something to be aware of. So my garlic is coming up here. I am just going to throw in my shrimp. I already have my shrimp already ready to go. I prepared it last night so that it just makes dinner time so much easier when you sort of split up the tasks. So I'm going to add about 10 teaspoons of sriracha sauce here, and it's going to get really saucy and flavorful. And then to this, to make it even more saucy, I'm going to add some fresh lime juice. So about 1/2 of a lime. That's about enough. I'll add 1/2 of a lime here. And I'm just going to let that kind of cook until the sauce comes together. Mix it up a bit. You don't need any salt and pepper. The sriracha sauce already has enough heat as well as salt added to it, so you don't need any of that extra stuff added to here. You just want to kind of let this mingle with the flavors. And also, just to kind of freshen it up, I love adding herbs to recipes. So one of the ways to really fancy up a very simple recipe is by adding herbs. So something like as basic as parsley, dried parsley that you have in your pantry can make a dinner so much better and so much more flavorful. And you don't even really notice the parsley in it. You just kind of see the flakes, but you don't really notice a huge flavor. But it really does add a little bit of something in the background. Oh, and the other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, so I'm just gonna let this hang out for a little bit, is I have a lot of my nutrition clients that I coach one-on-one. We talk a lot about, where to buy foods, where to get protein, and one of the biggest challenges I hear from my clients is that they can't find good fish anywhere in their locations. So I live in Arizona, it's kind of hard to find fish here too. It's not always consistently where I can find exactly what I need at the stores that I go to. So what I do is I get my fish through a company called Sizzle Fish. They actually ship it to you pre-portioned and frozen straight to your door. So you get it, it's already frozen, you just take it from the box and throw it into the freezer, because the box has like a freezer, like a temporary freezer in it. So it keeps all the food super cold, and it comes to my door, and I just love it. I get a variety of different things, and then it's just in my freezer, and I love having those things on hand, because when you have healthier options on hand, it just makes dinner time and figuring out what to eat so much easier. So if you are in a crunch and you need a quick 10-minute dinner because you've had a busy day, then when you come home, you have something that you can go to right away. I mean, shrimp is super easy. You can pull it right out of the freezer, already frozen. You can dump it in a bowl of hot water and it's gonna thaw on you right away. So it's just those little tips and tricks, I think, that help people eat healthier and just make it more convenient and easier for people when they know those little things that they can be doing. Okay, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of parsley to this. It's gonna just kind of make it a little bit fresher and take the edge off of all of that spice. And I'm gonna mix that together. And the shrimp is already pink, so we are done. And that was a healthy dinner done in less than 10 minutes. Now, what am I gonna serve this with? Great question. So for me, I'm gonna have it with my spiralized zucchini. I have a spiralizer, I love it. I buy 2 or 3 zucchinis every week at the grocery store, and I come home and I spiralize them right away, put them in a container. It lasts all week in this container. And then I have it on hand to use as a low carb option instead of pasta. The other thing I'm gonna serve this with is brown rice. So my boyfriend's not gonna eat spiralized zucchini. I haven't gotten him to that point yet, but I have gotten him to eat brown rice. So we will serve this for him over brown rice. And there's nothing wrong with any of you eating it over brown rice. I just love to have zucchini. It's just so good. So that's just my preference, but those are some options for how you could serve it. So anyways, that's the recipe. And if you just want to take a check out and look, that's what it looks like. Sriracha shrimp. Recipe is going to be coming to the blog very soon, so make sure you stop by, keep your eyes out, and watch. I will drop a couple links in the comments below about some of the things that I talked about, like sizzlefish. And if you guys have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them below, and I will get to them when I get a chance. Bye, guys. Have a great Monday.